feel like I'm a little low. I feel like I'm really loud.
Everyone started about 41 yards versus being Bobcat.
Turn me down.
My headphones are loud and all get out. Check. That sounds a lot, but well, mine's still a little loud.
Yours still a little loud.
Yeah.
Bernie, can you turn Jack's down just a tad?
Just a tad. Check. Check. That sounds right.
You hear me fine?
I can hear you fine.
Am I loud enough?
Red ball.
You gotta go up just a little more. Just one.
Test.
You sound good.
Sound good, but 5-yard penalty against the Aggies.
I think no. Can I go a little higher, Brody? Brody, I'm gonna have to slide you a tip after this. You hear me fine now?
Keep talking.
Check.
I like that.
Catches pass to his right side.
Now let me know when we're live, Brody.
On 5, Aiden Campbell, intended receiver. Quarterback takes snap, looking deep. Puts an arm on it, throws it down there. In and out of the hands of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. 21, Hayes Rice making the coverage there.
They're gonna hear that.
Live. And guys, welcome to Hattiesburg tonight as your Forest County Aggies and their Sumrall Bobcats square off in a district matchup. The Sumrall Bobcats coming in with a 4-4 record, and the Forest County Aggies coming in with a 4-3 record. Sorry, we're tuning in a little late, a little technical difficulties, but we are rolling now, and we are glad to have you with us. So far, just to summarize what has happened so far, the Sumrall Bobcats started off with the ball, received the kick, and then the drive ended up at a punt, and the same thing for the Forest County Aggies as they resulted in a punt. And it looks like Sumrall is about to punt it here again in a 4th-and-5 situation after a drop ball on a great pass by Anna Hawkins, kind of set them back, and they are now about to punt the ball away. Jack, what have you seen so far of this Sumrall Bobcat team?
We've seen a lot of gritty football so far. We've already had, like you said, 2 back-to-back turnovers as Forest County Aggs set to receive, and it looks like it's going to be down
around the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line.
And look, I think that's a very successful special teams play there. Anytime you can put them within the 10-yard line, I think you can walk away with that as a victory, as the Forest County Aggies got a long way to go with 94 yards.
We'll call it the 9-yard line. Aggies have it 1st and 10.
Check
1 2. Can you hear me?
I got you. Sorry guys about these technical difficulties. We're working out these kinks.
We are beginners. We are trying to get it figured out.
Right side, he breaks a couple tackles.
We are back as number 2 for the Forest County Aggies takes it all the way down to the 20-yard line.
That's going to be Terrence Horn for the Aggies on the reception.
That is a Palmer Logging first down.
That is going to be an Aggie first down here. And look, it is a beautiful night here for some football, Jack. I think we can both agree on that.
Zane, I think we've all been waiting for a night like this.
And let's see what this Sumrall Bobcats defense can do here. I know they are led by number 44. He has been a powerhouse for the Sumrall Bobcats on that defense all year long this year. And these guys really rally behind him and what he can bring to the table. Just as they did right there on a 0-yard gain for the Forest County Aggs.
Like I said, Zane, I'm seeing a lot of gritty football out here tonight. These Bobcats are coming in strong.
They They are coming in strong for sure.
We're going to continue to need some stops right here, see if we can't get another turnover to see what we can do with our offense.
And as you can see, they come in a I formation here with a pitch to the running back, and he cuts it back. And they had him in the backfield, and he breaks the tackle and makes it all the way up to the 28-yard line, excuse me.
That's going to be Terrence Horn on the run.
And with a 3rd and 3 situation here, Bobcats need a huge stop to get this ball back and try to get something going on offense. Offense has kind of been slow so far in the game, but with the Hawkins pass being dropped, I think they have a lot of life to build off on the rest of this game.
Zay, like you said, I liked that pass that we saw earlier. That was just an insight from what we're going to get to see.
And number 2 takes it. And it's a big stop by the Sumrall Bobcats defense.
Looks like no gain.
And let's see if the Aggies will punt here.
And that's going to be no gain for your Aggies. Horn on the carry.
4th down.
And that's going to bring up 4th down for your Aggies in long.
Now, Jack, do you think they're going to punt here, or do you think they're going to go for it? Well, it looks like they're
Zane, it looks like they're going to go for it.
And look, this is a big down for your Sumrall Bobcats, as this could be an easy way to get a good field position. They might be doing it just to see if they can get them to jump. And they didn't. It's a quarterback sneak.
And it looks like they're going to get enough on that one, the Aggies, for a 1st down on the quarterback sneak.
And that is a big-time run for these Forest County Aggies, as they could have been backed up in their own field position with Sumrall Bobcats taking an early lead. You usually see that kind of late in the game when you're kind of down, but with them doing that early, that shows that they're going to be aggressive and they really want to win here.
And Zane, I think they're just giving the people what they want to see out here tonight, Zane. This is high school football, and we're getting to see going for it on 4th and long.
Inside handoff coming back to the right side.
He is swallowed up in the backfield. They tried to do a little fake jet sweep there, and I don't
really know what they were looking for on that one. Horn was looking to break through on the line there. That's going to be a big stop by the Bobcats.
McNair on the stop.
Going to be McNair for the Bobcats on the stop.
And look, both teams are going to see with their record. Sumrall Bobcats coming in with a 4-4 record. And
Aggies at 4-3, right, Zane?
That is correct. And both of these teams have had a really tough schedule this year. So these teams are a lot better than what their record says it is, and this is a huge matchup for them as they
that'll move it back 5.
And that's a penalty on the offense. It's going to be 5 yards. Back to what I was saying. This is a huge game here as they're battling for a 3rd seed spot in the playoffs, Jack. And with that 3rd seed, that obviously making the playoffs is a huge accomplishment anytime. But anytime you can get a little higher seed and play.
Well, you know what comes with it, Zane.
Yeah, someone to play not as strong and get some momentum in the playoffs. That's what you need for a good run in the playoffs. And they hand the ball off, and he's swallowed up in the backfield too. It looks like this Sumrall defensive line is really strong right now. As
that was a great stop as Omarion Reed for your Forest County Aggies takes the run on that one.
For the Bobcat.
Brandon Lewis on the stop for your Bobcats.
And it looks like these Forest County Aggies really can't get anything going. Every play they've had has been about 2 yards, if that, and which I know it's worked out for them so far. But this clock is really running with the way they were running the ball tonight.
Zane, I like how active our defense is getting tonight. We have really been putting up some big stops here in this early part of the game.
Timeout.
It looks like we're going to have a timeout for your Forest County Aggies.
All timeouts are brought to you by 34. Go see the friendly.
And we are back after that timeout break.
And we're going to be back after that timeout break. Aggies are going to take the ball.
Looks like they're in spread offense. This is the first time they've been in the spread all night. And with a bad shotgun.
Going to be a low snap.
Oh, it goes through the hands. One receiver for the Aggies and another one ends up.
That's going to be Benny Nelson. It popped off the hands of one receiver into number 3, Nelson for the Aggies. Zane, there's not much you can say on that one.
Look, the defense was there on the first guy, second guy. That's just, sometimes you need a little luck, and that's what they got right there. And so they have put themselves in a good position here on the other inside the Sumrall Bobcats territory. And they are on the 46-yard line as they run the ball again here. Number 2 gets stuffed by number 32.
That's going to be a great stop. That was Horn on the carry. Number 32, Kate Broom for the Bobcats on the stop.
3 yards, we'll try to take it down. Long 7.
And I'll tell you what, that was a solid tackle by Cade Broom. He came up and, Coach White and Coach Fort Mary really stress swarming the ball and breaking down and wrapping up really good. And you can see what they coach right there.
Zane, obviously it's something they're teaching, and it's what they're showing these players because that's what we've seen all night tonight.
Now the Forest County Aggies line up. They are in a power formation.
Hands off up the middle. Number 10, Amari Reed.
32.
Right. Picks up a couple more yards before he stopped by the ball.
On the carry, that was a great stop there.
And that's going to bring up a third down. Looks like a 3rd and 4 here on the Sumrall's 40-yard line. Let's see if they can get a stop here and cause a 4th down.
That's about 3rd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Looks like we're going to have a heat timeout.
Official timeout.
Well, those are going to be important out here, Zane.
They are. It got chilly there for a minute, but this Mississippi weather is back up, and it is hot today. I would like to give a shout out. If you know Ricky and Ronnie Smith, text them happy birthday as it is their birthday today. So if you have their phone number, send them a text and tell them happy birthday and that you learned it here.
Again, that is a big happy birthday shout out to Ricky and Ronnie.
And it's 3rd down. They are in this power formation again. And they do the QB sneak, and look, that looks like a good, solid play.
That's going to be a good move for your Aggies.
And guards and centers.
The Philadelphia Eagles, I don't know if anyone listening watches the NFL, but the Philadelphia Eagles run this, and they run it to perfection. It looks like Forest County's about running it to perfection.
It looks like they've been watching some Philadelphia football is what it looks like to me, Zane.
That is a 1st down for your Forest County Aggies, and let's see what the Sumrall Bobcats can do here as we wrap up the first quarter here in 1 minute and 20 seconds. And the quarterback in the backfield this time. Another bad snap.
That was Horn set up to receive there, the running back.
Tell you what, they do not want to be in the shotgun tonight. You can tell they have limited their snaps in the shotgun. And those snaps have been really low on the.
That's what we've seen these past 3 drives, Zane. I've seen some low snaps from your Forest County Aggies.
Running back was number 2, Terrence Horn in the Wildcat formation.
And these Forest County Aggies, they do it again, another direct snap as they try to run it left. And he is wrapped up in the backfield. We got a 2nd and long here, Jack.
That's going to be number 2, Horn on the carry, brought down.
With only 1 pass by the Forest County Aggies, do you expect to see another one right here, Jack?
Well, Zane, it looks, what we've seen tonight, so far they've been able to push it down the longest drive we've seen from your Forest County Aggies.
Going to bring up about 2nd down and 18.
I imagine they'll try to put the ball in the air here
43-yard line
and see how much they can get. But I say that, and they're in power formation again.
Lining his team up.
And he is dropping back.
He drops back.
He throws it deep. And that is...
Flag on the play.
That's going to be a pass interference.
That definitely looks like it's going to be pass interference.
Malik McNair on that. And, you know, there's nothing really he could do there. That ball was about 10 yards underthrown. You could put up an argument there. But that ball is not even catchable, Jack.
Well, Zane, when the ball's landing 10 feet in front of you, there's not much you can do there.
I understand that he did have a little contact on him, but this is football, Jack. You know, sometimes you do run into that.
Let's not forget that, Zane.
And that's going to bring up a second and short now. It was a second and a long 20. Now it looks like it's second and 4.
And that's going to be a timeout called by your Bobcats. That's the end of your first quarter. As we're still at 0-0 between your Forest County Aggies and your Sumrall Bobcats.
And we will be back in a second.
Play resumes for the second quarter. We'll take it down to 2.
And welcome back as your Bobcats start off here on defense in the start of the second quarter. A second and 4 play, and the Forest County Aggies run it right up the middle, and looks like they're going to have enough for an Aggie first down.
That is going to be an Aggie first down.
That's another Palmer logging.
Breathe on it.
Also, I would like to give another shout out. Scott Hatton. It is Mr. Scott Hatton's birthday today, and so if you know Mr. Scott Hatton, definitely send him a text and tell him a happy birthday. Because if you know him, you love him. You know that's just the way he is. And there's a fumble on the ground, and it looks like the Bobcats.
It looks like we've recovered that one.
Got back on it.
And it's Bobcat football here.
Recovered by the defense for the Sumrall Bobcats.
What a big mistake by the Forest County Aggies. They've pretty much controlled this whole first quarter in this one drive.
Saying they did. They took up the majority of the first quarter, coming into the end of it there on this long drive, and it's the Bobcats just playing gritty football, coming back and back, drive after drive, with the same effort as they've come in with the start of this game.
And let's see what Landon Hawkins can do here. You know, Landon Hawkins is a really solid quarterback, and he's got really solid weapons out wide. You know, this is one of those stronger receiving cores that Sumrall has ever had. And
no doubt about that.
And I have heard a lot about him. And so let's see what we can do here. As he's in the shotgun, he drops back, and he throws a bubble next to Braylon Harrison. And he gets the ball, and he's making some shake, and makes it all the way up to the 28-yard line. A good little game there, Jack. What do you think?
That's going to be a good little game there. We like that, though, Zane. I like to see some passing. Again, we haven't got to see much offensive drive from the Bobcats here in the first quarter. We're going to see if we can't get any more out of the second.
Ball's about 27-yard line, second down,
looks like Sumrall's going to try to run the clock down a little bit also. They got up to the ball like they were going to run with a little tempo. Though they're slowing things down, they must see something that they like. So let's see what they do here, Jack. And Braylon Harrison in motion. And it is a bootleg left. And Harrison, and he's got somebody open. Oh, and
Zane, that was a beautiful ball right there.
Beautiful call. And And a beautiful pass, just
Looks like number 2.
right outside the fingertips of Jonathan Nelson.
The intended receiver on that one.
Yes, and he, that was one of those scramble drill things where if you're not open, you better get open.
You better get open.
And we'll find you.
Down for the Bobcat.
So that shows some life to me right there, Jack. We got receivers open, and that was a 40-yard pass. I mean, he put it on his hands, just kept
all day long.
So let's see what this offense can do on a 3rd and 7 situation here. Hawkins drops back. There's going to be a penalty flag.
Flag on the play. They'll make it dead ball.
It looks like that's going to be against the Bobcats.
A
5-yard penalty, going to back them up.
Looks like it's going to be
a loss of 5.
delay of game on your Bobcats. It's going to bring up a 5-yard penalty.
And look, now they have a 3rd and 12 situation here. I would say let's look for a corner route or maybe something across the middle, and try to settle down and at least get 10 here. Hawkins tries back. He's got a little pressure. It's a fumble. In my opinion, that is a incomplete pass, and that is what they'll call it. But
Saying that's going to be close right there on that call. Could have very easily become a fumble.
Hawkins tried to step up in the pocket there, and they got in the backfield a little too quick and got their hand in the way and just batted it down.
Bringing it down, knocking it loose.
So now the Bobcats will have to punt here and try to pin the Aggies back a little bit.
Deep for the Aggies to receive.
And hopefully they won't have as long as a drive as they just did.
Hopefully we can see another quick stop by these Bobcats.
It's a backwards bounce.
And
Bobcats down it immediately inside their own
30-yard punt.
45.
But they still will take over in Sumrall territory, which would usually be a big deal. But with this defense and their performance so far tonight, I think they can hold their own.
And Zane, we haven't seen a lot of back down from them.
Second quarter is brought to you tonight by Attorney Jack Denton. Thank you, Mr. Denton, for supporting Aggie football.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 for your Forest County Aggies. And if you have a shout out tonight, send me a text at 601-408-0292. And the Aggies try to throw it left, and it's going to be a drop pass. But there was a defender there, Jack.
There was a defender there. I want to say it looks like he may have gotten a piece of it on that one.
So now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for your Aggies.
Bring up 2nd down 10 for the Aggies.
I doubt they try to throw it again here. They've only thrown it probably 3 times tonight.
Zane, we've been seeing not much of that from our Aggies. The Bobcats have been actually showing way more with less drives and time on offense.
He was swallowed in the backfield by number 96. He got in the backfield quick there. And stopped him and gave him a 5-yard loss. So now it's going to bring up a 15 here. Let's see if the Bobcats can't hurt themselves here. They hurt themselves last time with the penalty. And right now you just kind of want to play it safe.
Zane, you want to play smart ball and you want to play calm ball right here. We need everybody as sharp as they can be right here. A great stop. We've got 3rd and 15. If they can hold it down, not push any penalties, we're going to look great here. Hopefully bring it to 4th down for another stop.
And they are 5 wide, and he throws a slant route, and he gets it. Malik McNair on the coverage there. Looks like he tried to get his hand in there, and the strong man from number 3 on that clip. And that is a big missed opportunity there by the Bobcats.
Zane, that one, Vinny Nelson for your Aggies on the reception.
And he's the one who caught the other pass that went through the other guy's hands.
What would we call that, a little bobble throw?
They're about 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Hand off around the left side.
The Aggies running. Looks like they're going to break one right here. For a good gain of 15 yards.
And that's your running back, Terrence Horn for the Aggies.
Harrison on the stop for the Bobcats.
There's 8:50 left in this half. And,
First
you know,
10, Aggie.
Bobcats better find something here quick.
Zane, they better bring it fast as we're entering the 21.
And I'm sure the Aggies will try to run down the clock here and hold possession for a little while, so the Bobcats won't have much left as they get closer and closer to the goal line.
Timeout.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout by your Aggies.
And I've got a shout out. Miss Deanne Courtney from Sumrall, Mississippi. She says, "Go Bobcats."
Leave your automobile needs.
We'll be back after this timeout. And we are back from that timeout. Aggies with a 1st and 10 here, and they hand the ball off on the left side.
Timeout, hand off the left side.
After a 4-yard gain here.
Picked up a few yards for his tackle. Cade Boom on stop for the Bobcats. Got about 4 yards, brings up 2nd and 6.
Sumrall needs a big stop here, Jack, and
17-yard line was marked.
They're really going to have to rally together here.
And another handoff on the
Handoff
left
off left tackle, number 2, Horn.
They are pounding it on the left right now. And you know, it's not like it's for a lot of yards, but
Like he's
just
gonna
enough to be
Zane, they add up.
They're moving it now. They're moving the stick. That's a 1st down. Palmer logging 1st down.
It's going to be enough for an Aggie 1st down.
And that is enough for an Aggie 1st down. And they are
On the
11-yard line, so almost within the 10-yard range. And
just outside the 11-yard line.
Let's see what they do here. And he goes in motion. He's running it on the left side again.
Number 2, Horn.
And he is swallowed up and thrown out of bounds by your Sumrall Bobcats.
Finally brought down by the Bobcats there. Number 30, Tyler Albert, first hit and tackle for the Bobcats.
That's going to be a big tackle by Tyler Albert.
Got about 2 yards on that play.
I'll tell you what, Jack, these district games, man, they get really intense when you get into them.
9-yard line.
And anybody that's ever played it can tell you, you know, sometimes once you get out there, it's a lot different. So you prep all week, but it gets a little tougher once you get in that green grass. So let's see what the Bobcats can do, regardless of how just play something and try to get something going here as we are getting close to wrapping up the 1st half.
Looks like see how they mark it. Looks like it's about the 12-yard line, or correction, 8-yard line. We're about 3rd and 7. Short 7, long 6. Take it whichever way you'd like. Throws it outside receiver. Number 14, Canyon Gill, he brings it in, turns it upfield.
And looks like this will be a 4th down.
That's the 1-yard line.
On the 1-yard line here for the Forest County Aggies.
That's it, 1st and goal.
They give him the
That's
first
going to be enough for 1st and goal. That's not what we wanted to see.
That is not what we wanted to see there, Jack.
That was a Palmer's logging 1st down. Well, 1st and goal, the Aggies are Lining up now, trying to punch it in.
I will say this is probably the first ever football game I've been to that they commentate over the loudspeakers.
Zane, it's got to be one for me as well.
Like he was able to get back on it, coming over to get his instructions from the coach.
And he is
commentating. Brings that second down goal
for sure, but that's what makes this place unique. You know, this is a really unique school, and there's a lot of history at Forest County with, you know, boarding. They used to be a boarding school, and now they have all this agricultural stuff, and you don't run into that much with many high schools. So I would say this is a special place and a cool place to play, but nothing compares to Sumrall, Mississippi there, Jack.
I was about to say, Zane, we can't forget about God's country right there.
Yeah, that's...
Aggies on a timeout here.
We can go a little further on that. God's country. Both of us born and raised in Sumrall, Mississippi, and I tell you what, I wouldn't rather be from anywhere else.
Well, Zane, you can go a lot of places. You can travel the world, but I tell you what, there's not going to be another one like Sumrall, Mississippi.
That is right. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field. It's going to bring up a second and 2 here when we get out of this timeout. Sumrall really needs to stop here. This timeout's going to stop the clock at 4:48. So, with the way our offense has been going with a lot of tempo, it might benefit us here, but so a score wouldn't hurt us too bad, so we can get the ball back and have a little time to score. But obviously, we don't want any points on the board.
Ball's about to
absolutely not.
Bring up second down and goal.
And looks like that's going to be a false start on the quarterback.
On the quarterback for your Forest County Aggies.
That is big for your Bobcats, as that's going to push the Aggies back 5 yards.
We'll take anything we can get right now, being in the 1, and take us back to the 6-yard line.
False start call against the Aggies.
And look, I have been really impressed with this defense. You know, it's tough being on the field for most of the game, and this defense has been on the field for a good majority of the game. And there's a big stop there with a whole bunch of Bobcats, but I see Malik McNair leading the way. That was a huge stop, and that brings up a 3rd and 10. And, you know, that makes things a little difficult for your Aggies. I know sometimes teams like to be backed up.
Ball's almost on the 10-yard line.
So you can have a little more room to work with, because once you get so close up to the goal line, it's hard to...
Zane, you don't have much to work with, like you said.
Yeah, so let's see what the Aggies do here. You know, they can pass and they can run. Looks like they're going to be in the shotgun. And they have struggled with the shotgun tonight. Let's see what this quarterback can do in the snapper. And that's going to be another false start.
Looks like we've got another false start.
Looking to his left.
That's going to be a false start on your quarterback again.
Against the Aggies.
You can tell when the nerves start kicking in, Jack. This quarterback keeps jumping just a second early, and it has put him back 15 yards.
Ball's just beyond the 15-yard line. It's 3rd and goal for the Aggies.
I have liked the effort of this defense. You know, they have shown resilience all night, and they continue to do so as it brings up a 3rd and 15 here when it was 1st and goal on the
1-yard line.
And they're going to hand it off. And number 9 jumps in there and gets the tackle. Good tackle by number 9 to get back there
number 2, Horn,
and make a big stop.
Got about 4 yards out of it.
Looks like they gained about 4 yards on that drive.
It would be 4th down and goal for the Aggies.
I apologize if it's hard to hear us tonight. We are right by the speaker system.
Hayes Rice, 21, lined up to attempt field goal for the Aggies.
And they have got it cranked up here. And that's a good snap. And the kicker...
It's going to be good through the uprights.
Screens it for a 30-yard field goal.
The Forest County Aggies are going to get on the board here in the second quarter.
Score for County.
It's going to be 3-0.
That's the first points in this game. You know, I would say it's been slow, but it's honestly been a fast game. With the clock running pretty much the entire game so far, with how the Bobcat or how the Aggie offense has been running.
Spread it around, give them both the business tonight, support your athletic program.
And if anyone else has a shout out tonight, just send a text to 601-408-0292. We'll make sure to get to it.
Following Hayes Wright, spot the 28-yard field goal, they lined up to kick off.
And there's 3:19 left in the half. And the Bobcats will be getting the ball right here on this kickoff.
Decide how you're going to do it.
And here's the kick.
It's a high, medium kick down inside the...
Not a very far kick there, Jack, but might be just enough. It's going to put the Bobcats on their own 29-yard line.
Carson Speed, number 18 on that reception.
And Hawkins is going to come back out and try to lead this offense to a touchdown.
29-yard line.
Zane, let's see if we can't get something going here with this Bobcat offense. We've seen a lot of looks here sort of towards the end of the first quarter and coming into this second quarter that we want to see keep continuing on for these Bobcats.
Absolutely, Jack. And I think you can build off the 3 points from last drive. That's a very minimum drive when they had first and goal on the 1-yard line. So I think they can build off that and try to string something together here.
Quarterback
as McNair runs it up the middle.
Looks like McNair.
And he gains 2 yards there.
This 5-call Hedgeman on the stop. Looks like about a 2-yard gain. Call it second down 8.
Now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
31-yard line.
And the Bobcats come out in a spread offense, running back to the left. And Hawkins fakes.
Good handoff.
Fakes the handoff and tries to throw it wide to number 10 as the ball was
on the reception.
It's going to be dropped right as the tackle is made.
Pass was broken up by Grice there, so it falls incomplete. We'll bring up third down in about 8.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for your Bobcats.
Looks like it slipped out of Hawkins' hand almost there. He's got a really good arm, and it just kind of looked like it slipped out, and it still made it all the way over there. That's the benefits of having a really good arm, but just not with the juice that he wanted on it. And now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. Bobcats really need a first down here, and they're going to run a screen. And McNair gets the ball. He's picks up about a gain of 15 yards.
Do something with it, find some open field running room.
And that was a good play call by the Sumrall Bobcats as that screen play had the entire defense.
As we had maybe 4 or 5 defenders closing in fast.
And that is how you execute that, Jack. That is a really good play call there.
That was strong.
And let's see if the Bobcats can build off that and put one in the end zone here. With 2 minutes left in the half. And he looks to throw it deep. And it's intercepted by number 21 for your Aggies. And it looks like Hawkins just took a shot there. Trying to just make something happen. And you know what? In a game like this, you can't just force things. And that looked a little forced.
We can't, Zane.
A good play.
He left that ball a little inside. And it just didn't pay off for him, Jack.
Well, you see it here, Zane, on those long balls like that, you're playing a lot of risk into it. It looks like we risked just a little bit more on that play. The Aggies are going to take over.
Aggies are going to take over
around the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
And I imagine they're just going to try to drain the clock here.
Close to the 16-yard line.
Also got another shout out. Mitchco Construction,
handoff left
led by
side.
Mr. Chad Mitchell. great family out of Sumrall. Do a lot for the town of Sumrall, and we're actually building tennis courts in Sumrall right now, Jack. And so that's something the town of Sumrall can rally behind and get excited about. As
Zane, call me Federer. I might have to go get me a new racket, see what we can do out here at these courts, huh?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You don't want to play me now.
Almost on 14 yards.
Let's not get too hot now.
Second 11 coming up.
Oh, that's a good stop by the Bobcats, and it's going to bring up a second down. And the clock is just winding down with 1:30 left, and looks like another penalty. You know, these false start penalties for the Aggies are going to start adding up here in the second half when the clock isn't with them. So, you know, I think with a little halftime adjustment, these Bobcats can get back rolling and make something out of the second half.
Like you said, Zane, we've seen a lot of football, but at the same time, you look at the scoreboard, still 3-0. We're not going into this halftime locker room with our heads down. We really have to regain, you know, the clearness in our heads, and Coach White's really going to have to rally behind these players and come out just as strong in the second half.
And, you know, if there's one guy I believe in, it's Coach Shannon White. And he throws it out left, and he breaks the tackle and gets enough to get back to the line of game originally to make a 3rd and 10 here. That's what I was saying there, Jack. If there's one man I can trust, and I know he's going to get these guys ready, it's Coach Shannon White and his coaching staff. Coach Tim, Coach Cameron, just awesome coaches and awesome people. So
we can't say enough about them, Zane. We can't say enough about them.
Well, Jack, I know one thing. It's easy to go out there and play as hard as you can when you love the coaches that you have, and that has always been the case here at Sumrall in any sport. And I think that's what really drives people to the next level here at Sumrall, and that's why people want to come to Sumrall and play, because when you have a coaching staff on every sport that is so respected and loved by the community and by its players, you know, that makes a big difference.
No doubt, Zane, no doubt.
And now as we come out of the timeout break, it's going to be 1:11 left in the half, and it's going to be a 3rd and 9 for the Aggies. I imagine they're going to run the ball here and try to burn another timeout by Sumrall. And they are in the wing tee, but they're in the left formation. And he drops back for a pass.
And that's going to be enough for a sack.
And that's going to be another timeout by the Bobcats. Huge play right there as they are trying to get something going.
About 3, maybe 4, about 3. They're moving that stick over now. About 3 yard loss. They'll bring up 4th down and 12. Timeout. Sumrall.
It's going to be a timeout Sumrall. Jack, what are you looking for here out of the offense with a minute left in the game?
Well, Zane, with a minute left, there's not much to run with it, but I want to see what they're going to do. We've still got a lot of drive and a lot of play left here on this field. The Aggies, we've put up a lot of stops. I don't know if they were expecting that right there.
You know,
it looks like maybe they thought they would just be able to come in and run this clock down into the half.
Well, you know, they dropped back for a pass there, trying to think they could get one by us, and the strong defensive line, who's played really well all game, gets back there and gets a sack, and that's really going to set the tone for this next drive, because this last punt really wasn't a far punt. So let's see what he does here with a little bit of pressure in his own end zone, and he almost gets blocked. And another rugby-style kick. And we're going to field it and take it down the left sideline, and that is just enough to get us to the 32-yard line. So this is a prime position of where you want to be, Jack.
Zane, we've got 50 seconds left on the board in this second quarter, and it's looking great right now for your Bobcats. I didn't think we'd be in a situation right here that we're in. Take it 3 plays ago.
But I completely agree with you. But let's see what Coach White said to Hawkins when he went over to the sideline right there, and just tell him not to force anything.
Ball between the 33, 34.
Let's play some composed ball.
10 for the Bobcats. 51 seconds left in the half.
And Hawkins looks like he's rolling out right, and he's got a receiver open, and he's going to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Good play there as he picks up 8 yards to bring it to the 25-yard line. So a good play and 44 seconds left on the clock here.
Sumrall, he's right, 21 on the tackle for the Aggies. Got about 8 yards off that play, brings up second down 2.
And look, I know Coach White made them well aware you need to get out of bounds if all possible.
Zane, when you've got a clock running down like this, that's the first thing you want to have on your mind.
And with this rollout right there.
Dead ball foul, looks like got a flag all over the place.
And after that big game,
false start against the Bobcats.
It's going to be a false start against the Bobcats and bring them back 5 yards. You know, that's kind of a punch in the mouth there, Jack, after a gain of 8, and now you're back 5, so it's really
5 yard step off.
Really a gain of 3. And I know that sounds like a lot of math there, but you know, I did go to Sumrall where we are an A+ school.
Here we go.
And Landon Hawkins
looking him over, takes his
drops back
to his left.
And looks like a hitch route on the left side. Number 10 gets on the outside of it and gets out of bounds and gets the first down. And thrown it to the fence over there. And the ref does not throw a flag.
So I guess we might just be able to throw him over the fence now, Zane, because that's what I just saw, him get thrown right into it.
Well, you know, Michael Orr did it back in the day. If you've watched the blind side,
number 2 on the coverage out there, pushed him out.
And with 37 seconds left, they are now made their way all the way down to the 18-yard line. And this is a promising drive for the Bobcats with 37 seconds. And that ball is batted down.
It's going to be deflected.
Batted down.
But you know, Jack, that is not a bad deal with the ball getting batted down because it stops the clock. So there could be a lot worse things going on right now. But
Rocky Lewis
it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 with 33 seconds left in this half.
Incomplete, brings up second down and 10 for the Bobcats. 33 seconds to go.
And the Bobcats get their signals and are lining up the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 18.
And the ball is snapped. Hawkins looking to his right.
Hawkins going long.
Number 5. Oh, he makes the grab, but he is 2 steps out of bounds there.
I wanted to maybe see a little bit of a push-off right there, Zane. I might be talking here, but the throw was a little bit long, which wouldn't have affected that.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough call right now.
Good call.
With 27 seconds left in the game. It is a tough spot to call that as a referee.
Third down.
Because you don't want to affect the game that much, and that would have affected the game pretty well. Looks like the Aggies are in zone coverage here, and they are. And that pass is just a foot over number 2's head there as he tries to make the catch.
Ball is incomplete, going to bring up 4th down.
A little too high, but that's going to bring out the field goal unit with 23 seconds left. This is going to be a 35-yard kick here. Jack, we just saw the Aggies make one. Let's see if we can get the Bobcats in.
I'd like to go into this half looking equal on the board.
Isaac Childs.
He's going to kick it off the left hash. Anytime you kick it off a hash, makes it a little more difficult, but with a good stop and a good.
And it's going to be.
Got plenty of height and distance.
And it is no good, just a tad to the right.
No good. A little right on that kick, Zane.
It had the distance there, Jack.
The distance.
A little right.
He had the height, he had the distance, just went to the wrong side. 15 seconds left in the half. Aggies take over following that incomplete field goal.
With 16 seconds left. Bobcats are going to come out there for the defense, but I imagine the Aggies will take a knee here and send it into halftime with a 3-0 lead. Just to stay safe and not let anything happen.
Thank you, Mr. Denton, for supporting Aggie football.
And the quarterback does line up in the backfield, and they come back in the wing tee, and he does take a knee.
He's going to take a knee.
And that's going to send the Bobcats down 3-0 into halftime. And, you hate to see the first half be shut out, but the Aggies have done a good job of stopping us on defense, and we have done a good job stopping them on on defense as well, but for them to come across with 3 points, I would say that's a victory
Halftime
for
is
the
brought to you by
Aggies in the first half.
Purchase scoreboards and field signs.
And we will be
Also,
back after halftime.
We'll see you then.
Thank you. And welcome back to Aggie Land here in Hattiesburg as we were about to get kicked off for the second half.
Welcome back from halftime.
Your Bobcats are down
As they get ready on
3-0 right now going into the second half, but
third quarter.
a lot of promise out of that defense, and a little momentum gained there at the end of that first half. So let's see what they can get started. The Forest County Aggies will be receiving the football here to start the first half. But before we get started here, we got a few shout-outs. Shout out to the Sumrall basketball team. They start their season next Saturday, and it's going to be at Oak Grove against West Marion. So, look.
That's going to be an exciting one to watch, though.
Yeah, look, basketball team always got to support every sport on campus, and that's a big one. And I know the coaches there got them ready. Shout out Coach Garner. He actually coached me while I was in high school, and I love that man to death. So I know he will get those guys right. Also, shout out to Zach Berry. Zach Berry is my brother, and he is tuning in. Sumrall alumni, currently resides in Pensacola, Florida. So we'll now get kicked off, and he fumbles the kickoff, but recovers it, and makes a little shake to make it all the way back up to the 30-yard line.
Horn on the carry there, Zane, for the Aggies. Bobbled it right there in the beginning.
He sure did, didn't he?
Number 25.
He picked it up with one hand, too. That could be very dangerous, but it worked out for him, and they're going to start this drive in good field position, starting out at the 28 or the 29-yard line, excuse me.
29-yard line.
And it'll be a first and 10. Aggies here to start the second half. And if you like high school football, this is a good game to tune into right now. We're going to see two gritty teams go after it here in the second half. And it's going to start off here. Quarterback. Tosses it to Horn.
Flips it to Horn, but a big stop there by number 8 on the Bobcat, Brendan Lewis.
Looks like you might have lost a yard or two. See how they spot it. Number 2, Brendan Lewis on the stop for the Bobcat.
Lewis, a good stop there, to get back in the backfield and hold them to a gain of none. I imagine Forest County Aggies have found a lot of life with that offense they ran in the first half, and they're going to continue to run that same offense here. Parks Brock in the backfield.
Left side, number 2, Horn.
Hands it off to Horn again. Horn is really.
He's been active tonight. Again, that's going to be Lewis on the tackle.
We'll call it a 2-yard game where the spot. I'm bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Horn has had his fair share of carries tonight, Jack. They really like this guy and like to get him involved. It seems like so. I imagine they'll continue to do that throughout the second half. But it looks like Horn's got an answer to his problems right now.
That's right.
And Brock in the backfield, or in the shotgun here, 3-man out right, and he looks at him, tries to look him away, and it's going to be a screen pass, and
that's going to be a big hit by Tyler Albert.
The senior gets in there and lights him up. That's going to be a big stop. And I kind of had a feeling that these Bobcats were going to come out with a fire pit under them. I played for Coach White for 4 years, and I really did not want to be in there for halftime right there.
There's something about those halftime speeches, Hanze.
You don't want to be on the bad end, I'll tell you that.
Jonathan Nelson, number 2, receiving for the Bobcats. Got a low squib.
And that is
took the Aggie roll.
Going to be a low squib.
Punt for the Aggies. Yeah, I don't know if that's what they were looking for, but that was about a 15-yard punt.
54, Edmund Lopez.
But the Sumrall Bobcats will be glad to pick up the ball at the 42-yard line and start their drive off. Hawkins, he had a very up and down half right there. Let's see if he can find some momentum here and lead these Bobcats down to a touchdown.
First and 10 for the Bobcats from their own 43-yard line.
And Hawkins in the shotgun here, running back to his left, 3 out wide to the left and 1 solo on the right side. And he's going to look to his left. Looks like it's going to be a quick pass out left. And a quick gain of 5 yards there.
Washington on the reception.
Washington with a solid catch there. And
Palmer, number 23.
And to make something out of nothing as he put the ball probably 2 yards off the line of scrimmage and ended up gaining 5 yards. So that would be a good start to this drive. And maybe they can work a little tempo here and try to get under these Aggies, because this defense really has not had much pressure tonight.
Quarterback Hawkins
with a few quick drives by the Bobcats. Hawkins pulls it, and he's running, and he makes it all the way to the 49 with a gain of 2. It looks like he had a lane, and it got quickly closed.
Got a couple yards on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down, about 4.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 situation here. Let's see what Coach White can draw up.
Going to Bobcat 49, 3rd down.
Looks like Hawkins is out of the game. I don't know who's going to be the quarterback here.
Number 22 lined up in the Wildcat position. Takes a snap, carries it up, breaks left.
What a run here! Trucks him! And he absolutely trucks him, and that is what you call a run there, Jack.
Zane, that's what I like to see.
You know, I haven't seen number 22 all night, but I saw that.
I want to see some more.
That showed the Sumrall Bobcat side over there. Their fans kind of all stood up on their feet right there, and that's the first time I've seen them stand up all night. So that was a good sign here at the start of the second half. 22 in the shotgun again, and he takes the snap. Looks like he's going to throw it.
He looks to throw.
And Washington makes a move, but just can't break it. Now number 22, I don't have him on the roster. I don't know his name here.
21, Hayes Rice tackle for that.
He's playing quarterback with double gloves on.
Double gloves, and he is going crazy.
Now there is only one person I know that threw with double gloves, and that's Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater could be playing in Miami. And actually, I think he did just play for Miami, but he's double gloves always.
Number 22 again takes the snap.
And a jet sweep, and the ball's fumbled. And
ball on the ground.
Bobcats recovered it.
It's going to be recovered by 22 there.
Actually, just got word. Number 22 is Trevor Daniels. And as you just heard over the PA announcement, Forest County doesn't have a number 22 either. So, but Trevor Daniels, number 22, and he showed some life there back there at quarterback.
Depth is a big thing you want to see here, Zane, especially at the quarterback position.
Hawkins back in at quarterback.
Hawkins with a 3rd and 15. And he drops back, and he's looking deep, and he gets...
And it's going to be
his helmet pops up, and holds the ball, and Forest County recovers at the 50-yard line. What a hit by the Forest County Aggies, and that's something you see. This Forest County Aggie team do good. I've been watching the Forest County Aggies for a long time, and they've been a gritty team always, and they just showed back there.
Zane, you see a hit like that, and you can't say anything. You coach that, that's something that you go over, and that's something that you instill in these players. Big hits like that, that's going to be a big, big turnover for your Aggies as they take over here.
Aggies take over
around the 52.
Jack, I'm just
going to pretend like I didn't say that one. But a little bit of that Sumrall math is going to come back out.
Rock takes the snap, hands off the right side, number 10.
And he is swallowed up by a whole swarm of Bobcats, led by Trevor Daniels.
Met by several Bobcats there.
And that'll
looks like he made it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, neither team has many offensive yards tonight.
2nd and 10 from the 49.
Really can't get anything going. I don't know if that's a testament to defenses being so strong. I would like to say it is. Or just some missed opportunities by each offense.
I think we've definitely seen some missed opportunities both ways tonight.
I would say so. And we got another motion left. They are a heavy left team. I don't know if it's because this quarterback's left-handed.
Looks to his left, throws incomplete.
Number 10, the intended receiver, Reed,
third down 10.
It's going to be incomplete to bring up 3rd down and 10.
While they get ready, another shout out. Lindsey Garrity wanted to shout out the Sumrall trainer, Zach Jones. If you know Zach Jones, you love Zach Jones, and he is something else. So if you see Zach Jones around town, just make sure you say hello. He's a very welcoming guy.
And thank him for everything that he does for our Bobcat community.
Absolutely.
Box brings him up on 3rd and 10.
It looks like there's a slot receiver that went.
Snap between his legs.
But luckily the quarterback fumbled it, and he's going to break a few tackles and gets rushed.
Close to
Lewis.
32. Broom on that tackle for your Bobcats.
32 Broom for the Bobcats made the tackle.
Broom and Lewis hit him about at the same time and sent him flying pretty good. Looks like that quarterback.
He had enough plays by the young quarterback.
Trying to catch his breath.
More yardage than was lost. But when he got 4th down, about 13 yards. Hayden Rice, 21, back punt.
And there's too many men on the field.
Rice gets the punt off. Something going on out there. We didn't get a flag. We didn't see one. Okay, now see it. They're discussing it. May have been a lose or substitution.